Welcome back to Let Me Guide You. In this video, we are going to go through the entirety of Raya Lucaria. I didn't record it, but directly behind me across the bridge is a golden seed. But onward with the video, I'm just going to go up this elevator. Once you get to the top, continue forward. Once you reach the top of the stairs, go ahead and pull right, and you'll find some magic grease on a corpse. After that, return back to the fountain, and you'll find St. Trina's lily. After that, we're going to go past the fountain. Now do be careful once you reach this gate, there are two sorcerers at the top. Once you take care of them, you can go ahead and open the door. Do be careful because there are a lot of enemies inside as well. The first enemy you'll see once you're inside is a sorcerer kind of near an altar, but there will also be a ton of marionette soldiers hanging from the ceiling, which will drop down if you walk too close to them. And I tried to show a couple of them here. Now I am going to take out a few of them before I go to the grace, but before that I'm going to show you a hidden wall, which is to the right. I'm sneaking so that I don't aggro the soldiers, but once you enter the room you'll find a rune arc. Go ahead, pick that up and then head back in there and crouch again so you don't aggro. Now I did end up aggroing them, so I'm going to go ahead and kill them. Remember to use your environment to block spells if you can. I'm going to just run past the rest of the enemies and just head straight to the grace. Starting from the Church of the Cuckoo Grace, we're going to go down a hallway and down the stairs. Once you enter the graveyard area, pull immediately right, and at the end of the path, be wary of all of the skeletons. You'll find an item. Once you've got that, continue back down the path you just came and pull right again to go down the hill. This whole area will be filled with these little skeleton guys. They can grab you and eat you like a zombie, so please be careful. After you pick up this magic dried-proof liver, turn back around, don't go on the bridge, and you'll find a hidden little pathway that goes down. And at the end of this little cliff edge, you'll find a smithing stone. After that, turn back around and continue straight back towards the bridge. Don't completely cross the bridge though, there will be a lot of dogs waiting for you. Instead, I'm going to show you another path. So right here, I'm going to drop down to the left. Now up around this bend are going to be two marionette soldiers, so be careful. After you take care of them, you'll find some spirit ashes. Now directly below you, you'll find a dog. Go ahead and take care of that before you pick up the item it was near. You can kill the skeletons around, but you don't have to. There's just way too many to worry about. From there, continue along the path, and then once you reach all the lit up graves, make a sharp left. On your left, you'll see more graves and headstones, and just kind of go through them. There's a little drop, and there will be a scarab with an ash of war below. Do mind the dogs, they will follow you, so just be wary of that. Once you're able to leave, you can just go right back up the path. And then there will be an archway to your left that's lit up that you can go through. At the end of this little tunnel, go to your right and jump out of the window. Immediately when you land, you'll find a golden rune. And then you can continue along the path. Now do be careful, there is a sharp turn up ahead. It turns tightly to the right. At the headstone, you'll find a really good armor set, which is the Carrion Knight set. And once you grab it, make a U-turn right back around. I'm going to show you how to get back up. Keep your camera kind of turned to the left because there will be a little pathway. You might want to watch out for skeletons because the skeleton did sneak up on me when I dropped down. And also watch out for the remaining dogs. But continue back along that archway, and instead of turning out of the window, we're just going to go straight. You can run past the dogs if you want, just make sure that they didn't follow you. I did have one that followed me up here, so I went ahead and took care of it before I got in closer. Once you make sure that you're all safe to go, there will be a stone skin lord up ahead of the area that we just entered. These guys are very tanky, very fast, very aggressive, so please be careful. They will shoot projectiles at you, and they will also shoot meteors at you. I believe they are also resistant to frost, but they are very weak against physical. But once you finish him off, he'll drop you a sorcery, and then you can just continue up to the altar and you'll find a somber smithing stone. Don't fret if you don't jump up there the first time, you are not alone. Now that I've got that, I'm going to head back on the bridge and I'm going to use the elevator this time. Please be careful not to fall. When you jump on, you want to face the left side, which is where you're going to have to jump off. Here's where you'll need to jump off. And if you want, there are some throwing daggers along the right side. If you didn't want them, just continue up the stairs that were to the left. And once you go up the stairs, you'll find a grace. Once you've got that discovered, you can go ahead and reset your flasks. Because the section is not done, you still have to do the lower section. So heading back out the way we came, we're going to get back on the elevator. And you do have to go a little bit farther to get back on this time. So I like to go up here and just kill this noble before I get on, or sometimes I just jump past him. But for this one, you want to kind of stay to the right side. And it is a little lengthy of a ride, I do apologize. Once you find that cliff edge, you can just walk off the elevator or jump off like I did, and you'll find a bunch of skeleton guys. And be careful, there are 2 bird marionette soldiers. But here you'll find 1 item and the bird marionette soldier ashes. Once you got those, you can turn back around and get back on the elevator in the same place you got off. Be careful of the bird marionette soldier, he might follow you like he did for me. Now I will warn you, at the bottom is an iron abductor virgin, so immediately when you drop down, he's going to be behind you. Don't kill it because he can be used to get to a secret part of the Volcano Manor, and all you need to do to access that is be grabbed by his grab attack and killed, and you will just be teleported to the Volcano Manor. If you don't want to do that, you can just kill him. But there are quite a few items in this area. Obviously there's some stuff on the ground, but there's also a little hidden path up here that you can get. But it's just some lost ashes of war. Once I've got that, I'm going right back down, and then there will be a talisman kind of near the large crystal over there. Again, do be careful of the iron abductor virgin. This is the longtail cat talisman. I've never really used this, but if that's your forte. But anyway, now I'm going to go up this path to your right. And don't worry about the enemy following you, it can't reach up there. And once you're at the top, you'll find a spot to jump back on the elevator. It's kind of an awkward jump, you do have to jump on like right there, but I believe in you. Now something I did not get would be a ghost glove fort, which you could kind of see out of my camera, but you can just drop down for that. I just didn't feel like doing it. But ride the elevator back to the top and you'll jump off in the same spot you did before and then reset at the grace, and that will complete this area. Once you get back to the grace, go ahead and reset, and then we'll do the schoolhouse area next. Starting off, I'm heading south and then left, and I'm crouching so that I don't aggro an enemy. In front of you will be an academic glintstone scroll as well as a hidden door, and to your right is a chest with a cookbook. Once you're done, go through the hidden wall and make a left, jump over the railing and continue along the path. Be careful around the corner. There are 2 Trina's lilies here. Just climb up these rocks and do be careful, there is a hole. I will show you where to jump so that you don't fall. It's right here. Then you'll find a glintstone crown. Go ahead and jump down. And around the corner to the left is the grace that we just were. I'm going to reset so that the enemy ahead is back to their starting point. Once you've reset, you'll see him walk by and you can just sneak behind him and stab him in the back. Usually it kills him, but if not, it's just a couple more swings. You should not aggro the other 2 mages by doing this, but if you do, they're easy to take care of. But I just sneak past them and head up the stairs. I keep sneaking until I'm about halfway up these, because there is a sorcerer who is aggroed. I just run past him, and to the left is going to be another hidden wall. Go ahead and enter. You'll find a sorcery inside of this chest, a stone sword key behind the altar. Once you're done, you'll find a ladder that you can just climb up. At the top, you can just go straight, or you can do this little maze that I did, but just jump over the railing in the back and you'll find a little hole. Turn around and you'll find another drop. Now this room has a special talisman, however it is filled with jars as you can see. I recommend killing them all before you grab the talisman so that they don't overwhelm you. After you grab the talisman, you can make a little left. Under this archway, you'll find a door. Please be careful, there will be several sorcerers as well as a living jar behind it. You can just retreat back and kind of lure them in one at a time to kill them if you'd like, or you can take them all at once. Once you're done, you'll be able to collect a bunch of items from them, and you'll be able to open the last chest in this area, which just has a ritual pot in it. Afterwards, you can go ahead and proceed back up the stairs. Just stop around here and make sure none of the other sorcerers are aggroed onto you. You don't have to kill the sorcerer, but I do, just in case you need a buff or anything before the fight. But here is the Red Wolf. Starting from the debate parlor side of Grace, we're going to head north. Once you reach the gate, make a right. We're going to go around the building, jump over this rail, and then head up the ladder. Once you reach the top, you can make a right or a left. There will be a crystal bud on the left side and a legendary talisman on the right side. If you would like to watch each section individually, I have a playlist created and they are in order for you. Throughout this tour, I will let you know of any enemies we may come into contact with. Speaking of, there are 2 sorcerers right outside of this archway. Once you take care of them, you can go ahead and head up the stairs and you'll find a golden rune. Once you've got that secured, go ahead and head down the stairs and jump over the railing and take care of another sorcerer, and if you would like, the jars. I personally take care of the jars, but I know some people don't because they're cute. Once they're taken care of, you can go ahead and get the cracked pot as well as a living jar shard. And then I'm going to head left down this little pathway and then pause before you go all the way up here because there are quite a few enemies ahead. So what I like to do is I run straight forward under this archway. There will be a sorcerer. And in front of the sorcerer there is going to be a wet blade on this balcony. Then I take care of the nobles. And then I head up the stairs to my right to take care of the 2 sorcerers. Once they're taken care of, I'm going to turn completely around, and then there are 2 more sorcerers down here. Usually one is at the top of the stairs, but they both came running due to the noise. Go ahead and dispatch them, and then head down the stairs and open the door that leads back to the courtyard. There will be a Trina's Lily right out front of the door, so go ahead and pick that up and then head up the stairs that were opposite of where we just were. There will be another sorcerer and some more nobles. There's some Roa fruit over there, and after I've picked it up, I will go reset at the Grace to get my flasks back. You don't have to if you don't want to. If at any time you need to go back to the Grace, go ahead and then just resume afterwards. After resetting, I'm going to go straight back out north, and I'm going to go straight towards the fountain where you will find a stone sword key. Once you've got that, you can head over to the east side of the courtyard, and you can either go around this little building or you can just cut through as I am. Here you'll see the sorcerer's correct positions. Once he's taken care of, just drop over the ledge and you'll find a crab. You'll find multiple crabs that are glowing like this, and each one will drop you a glintstone crown. So there will be a little wandering noble behind you. You can go ahead and take care of him, or you can just run past him. Because next I'm going back up north towards this little Erd tree sapling. You can, again, just run past them if you want to, or you can take care of them as I do, but there will be a golden seed below. If you don't know, golden seeds give you more flasks, so collect as many as you can on your first playthrough. After that, continue straight forward, but don't go all the way because there will be a crab, a very massive crab that can make you fall asleep. If you want to take care of him, that's fine. If you want to run past him, that's fine, but behind him and just around this corner to the left is going to be another golden rune. Once you've got that, make a U-turn and head right back around and then go to the left side under the bridge. Now, I'm not going to fight this Abductor Virgin, but you can if you want to. I don't really see the point because it just respawns anyway. but there are a couple of things on the ground you can get here. Nothing too major, but in the back there will be another crab. I'm just going to run past it and get this little Trina's lily, and then I'm running straight back to the Grace. Now this section is done. I'm going to reset at the Grace, and then we will do the rooftop section next. So from that side of Grace, I'm going to get up again, head north, and then make a left at the fountain. I'm just following the same path I took to get to the crabs earlier. I'm going to go ahead and take care of these two sorcerers so that they don't hurt me or shoot any projectiles. Now to the top sorcerer's right, you'll find a golden rune. Just jump over that ledge once you get it. Now in front of you will be two marionette soldiers. One will have swords and one will have a bow. So go ahead and take them out so that they don't bother you. Once you're done, head towards the ladder, but then turn left. You'll find another golden rune. After you pick that up, head back towards the ladder and climb up. You might want to stop at the top because there are a lot of enemies up ahead. I'm zooming in to show you several bird marionette soldiers as well as one sorcerer. I like to distract them one at a time so that I can get rid of them without them all ganking up on me, but you can do this however you want, or you could just run past them if you'd like. But I like to go ahead and get all of the enemies taken care of so that they don't sneak attack me or anything, but I'm just weird that way. Once you're done, you'll find a crystal darts on a body nearby, and then you can just go forward. First off, this section has a lot of backtracking, I'm so sorry, but first we're going to continue down this pathway for some bolts, and then just hop down onto this rooftop, hop down to the next one, and before you do anything else, be careful, there's another bird marionette soldier. I like to just shoot him once with a bow or a crossbow, and then he usually just falls right off, it's hilarious. Once he falls, you can go ahead and jump on over. Be careful, if you fall you will die. Once you're up, turn to your left, you'll find another marionette soldier. Go ahead and take care of him. Once he's taken care of, there are 3 more down this pathway. After that, just continue forward and make a jump. Before you enter this section, please be careful. There are 2 more marionette soldiers waiting to ambush you, as you can see from my runes. Just run past them and head straight up the ladder. As long as you keep climbing, they won't be able to reach you in time to do any damage, and you will be safe. Once you reach the top, you then can attack them and kill them. And once you're done, you'll find a chest that has the full moon crossbow in it, which is a pretty good crossbow. After that, go ahead and head west and jump onto another rooftop. Jump down to your right and you'll find yourself right back where we started at the rooftops. Going the same way we just did, and I did fall and die before this. I'm going to kill this bird marionette soldier again, but you shouldn't have to if you didn't fall and die like I did. After you jump over, instead of turning, we're just going to go straight. Be careful, there will be another bird marionette soldier. You can go ahead and take care of him before you move forward. After that, just continue along the path into the tower. Once you're inside, carefully drop down, and in the middle of this tower, you'll find another crab that will drop you a glintstone crowd when you kill it. After that, just continue your climb downwards. When you reach the bottom, you'll find a somber smithing stone. Go ahead and head outwards, turn left. Once you go up to the ladder, make a right. We will hit the entire left side of this after we clear out the right side. So sorry, this area has a lot of backtracking. But first, after you go to the right, you'll notice 2 marionette soldiers on this little rooftop. You can kill them first or jump down and kill them, either way. If you go on the left side of the rooftop, you'll find 2 bird marionette soldiers guarding an item over there. You can take out the 2 bird marionette soldiers first. You don't have to get the item, it's only magic grease, so if you don't, you can just enter through one of the windows next to it. If you did want to get the magic grease, then go ahead and take care of those soldiers. And I'd like to apologize for the next section of the video. I lost the original footage, so I had to recreate it. I apologize. But from the magic grease, just head into the little church through the window. Stay on the raptors. Please don't fall off of them. You'll find an item here. And when you drop down, you will find an Academy glintstone key on the chandelier. And that is important in a quest line, by the way. Afterwards, you can just drop down and head outside. Be careful, there are enemies in that area. Once you go around these rafters, you'll find another crab with another glintstone crown. Pick that up and then go fight the 3 mages that are waiting for you. Once they're gone, go back across the bridge that you came from, and to the right will be a ladder. Go ahead and drop it down just in case we die. Once you do, head towards this window and you'll get a sorcery, which is Shattering Crystal. After that, I'm going to go ahead and head back down this other bridge. Now do be careful, this enemy is a page. He's very aggressive. He shoots a firing crossbow. If you die, don't freak out. We dropped our ladder down. I'll show you how to get back up from there. So I'm starting from a different side of grace this time, which is the Church of the Cuckoo. I'm going to go forward and then make an immediate right. You don't have to kill the enemies down here, but I would advise it just in case they do try to kill you when you're going up the ladder. You'll fight 1 sorcerer and a few marionette soldiers. Now, the marionette soldiers will be hanging on the ceiling, but they will aggro if you walk past them, so you may have to get them down by yourself. Once they're taken care of, go ahead and head up the ladder. Please be careful of the sorcerers that will still be there now. So when you get to the top, please be prepared to dodge. They are very aggressive. Go ahead and lure them outside or fight them one at a time, just whatever you prefer. Once they're all done, you can return to your page. I like to lure him to this little section of wall that I can hide behind. And then head down the long hallway. At the end, you'll find one of the best staffs in the game, which is Azure's Glintstone staff. And that concludes this little section, so now we will be returning back to the debate parlor side of grace and doing a little bit of backtracking. I'm just going to put the same exact video that I had, just on a faster speed, but progress the same way as you did at first. Now, after you jump down on this rooftop and you kill this marionette bird soldier, and he falls or whatever, jump across, head to your right, and instead of going straight, you'll see a little item down here. Go ahead and jump down and get it. It's just a golden room, but then we're going to get some other stuff after. So turn back around, hop down, be careful, there should be 2 more marionette soldiers. Afterwards, just continue down the path and you'll find a little ledge to drop down on top of. After that, head straight across this bridge and you'll find an imbued stone sword key, which is used at the 4 belfries. After that, jump across here. Please be careful, don't fall. Go around here and you'll find something else. Nothing too crazy, I'm afraid, just a regular smithing stone 3. Afterwards, go back down the way you came, jump over the gap again, and after you go down the rooftops, you're going to take a right instead of a left, and you'll find that ladder that we just climbed to get to the Church of the Cuckoo. From there, just go ahead and fast travel back to the debate parlor, and then we'll go ahead and do the section before Renala. So starting off from the debate parlor, I'm going to head north. Once you get past the fountain, look to your right and you'll find a little drop. You can drop down on either of these 2, but I like to do this one. Now you can do this part later, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now since I can dodge the ball, but there are a few items on this bridge. If you're not familiar with the ball and you don't want to dodge it, you can just grab these later because we are going to get rid of it. But if you're starting out, you want to cling to the right side, and once it passes you, you want to cling to the left side. After you get through, make a right and you'll find a little teleporter which will bring you to the Church of Vows. And in this little room is going to be Moongrum. He can parry you and he is resistant to magic, so please be careful. What I like to do instead of fight him is just lure him to this elevator and he will normally fall right down. It's super funny. Alright, now I'm going to start from the beginning of that room where he was. I'm going to turn left. Careful, there is a sorcerer, and there's also a wandering noble behind him, but he's kind of hidden. Once you take care of them, you'll find a couple of items on the ground. Now there will be a couple more wandering nobles. You can take care of them if you want to, you don't have to though. After that, continue back along the path. Now this part might seem familiar because we've been under here before. Look, there's the golden tree. But we're going to continue along and there is going to be a door that we can open that leads back to the courtyard. Be careful you don't aggro the sorcerers because they will chase you. Now I'm going to turn back around and head back kind of where we started, where that first sorcerer was. And you'll find a little hidden path that's kind of against the wall. You can just kind of cling to the cliff edge. Before we go up the ladder, I'm going to open another door. This one leads back to just before Moongrum. And once it's opened, I'm going to return to the ladder. And when you're climbing up the ladder, please be careful. There is a sorcerer at the top. Sometimes he will aggro before you make it to the top. Prime example. But once he's taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and climb back up. Now, there are going to be a couple more sorcerers as well as a pumpkin head at the top. So what I like to do is kill one sorcerer, then kill the pumpkin head, then kill the other one. And for the pumpkin head, you can kind of do this cheese where he can't reach you. It's kind of funny. Now, the drop that I got is not guaranteed. The pumpkin head is random. But anyway, after that, I'm going to go ahead and take care of this last sorcerer, and then that should take care of the ball. So the next time you go on the bridge, you won't have to dodge it anymore. And I did put proof at the end. But after that turnaround, there's going to be a chest, and it has a headpiece in it, so go ahead and pick that up. Once you've got it, turn to the right and you'll find a railing. Go ahead and jump over the railing. It doesn't matter which way you jump off because you'll land on the roof, but you'll find a golden rune under the rail. And then the last thing in this part of the tour is the portal, which leads to the Church of Vows. But if you didn't want to go through the portal, then you could just ride up the elevator again to Raya. And for the final section of this video, we'll do the Academy Crystal Cave, which I do classify as part of Raya Lucaria. Starting off from the Crystalline Woods, we're going to head southeast until you reach a sealed off area. It will require you to use one stone sword key to open, so go ahead and do that and then rest at the grace. Once you get to the grace, go ahead and progress through the tunnel starting east. You'll find a couple of rats in here. You can just run past them, or you can kill them if you'd like to. Before you get to the big cavern, I would go ahead and hide first, as you will see several sorcerer enemies ahead, all hidden throughout this terrain. You can sneak around them if you want to, or you can fight them all at once. I like to start from the right side and kill these first two, and then I'll kill the group of 3. And then there will be one more left. After they're taken care of, you can lean to the right and you'll find another opening. Continue along the path until you reach a door. Once you do reach the door, open it and then crouch because there are 2 more enemies inside. Instead of going straight forward, you're going to turn to the left and there's going to be a hidden wall that houses another enemy. I like to go ahead and take care of that one first, and then sometimes it does aggro the other 2, sometimes it doesn't, it just kind of varies. But just beyond him is a chest and it will have a staff in it. Once you secure your staff, turn around and make sure you were or were not followed. You can fight these 2 if you want. One of them is a battle mage, so be mindful of that. If you'd rather just run like I did, that's also okay. If you do choose to run, hop down, head out of this and head to the left. You'll find a boss room door that has a crystallian, or 2. Now you probably already know this, but just in case you don't, when you fight a crystallian, your goal is to break their poise. Once you break their poise, which you can do by heavy attacks or jump attacks, then you will actually be able to put in some decent damage to them. You cannot break their poise by backstabbing them, so go ahead and do what you will. As you can see, I've broken the poise and now I can actually do some decent damage. There is nothing wrong with using summons in the game, especially if it's your first playthrough. Just ignore what everybody else says. Once you've defeated them, you can go ahead and run up the stairs. You will find an elevator that leads up to the top where Raya Lucaria is, and this section is exactly why I classify this as a part of Raya Lucaria and not its own separate entity. And at the top of the ladder, you'll find a chest with a spell in it. And the spell is Terra Magica. It increases your attack power when you stand in it while casting sorceries. From here you can see the place where Raya is, and I just like to look at it with a little telescope. But thank you for watching and have a great day.